is up, everybody? It's Lloyd with Iron Dog Journey. Today is Wednesday, middle of the week. Yes. Uh, so, big surprise. Woke up really tired. Really tired. But you know what? I got out here and did it anyways, because that's how winning's done, right? That's what I'm saying. Of course, yesterday I did 150 burpees. And today I thought, you know what? I'm so tired. Just being out here is enough. And that's okay. But you know what? I did 150 burpees anyways because, as you're wrestling with your brain while you're working out, you're like, all right, you should do more. You should, you know what? You should do more. You should do more. You should do. There's like an argument in my head going on, like, you already thought of it, now you have to do it. Otherwise you're wimping out. So I'm like, you know what? Just do it. So 3 sets of 50, and of course the 2 sets of 50 sit-ups. It was good. I'm glad I did it, And I think you keep pushing yourself just a little bit. Next thing you know, 150 is easy, and you do it all the time. No big deal. And then you gotta figure out something better. Maybe it's 150 Navy SEALs eventually. I don't know. I still need to tackle 100 Navy SEALs. That's a lot of Navy SEALs for me. It was a thought today. It was a thought today to try to do that. But I woke up so tired that I'm like, yeah, we're not doing that today. So, but you know what? It's a good day. I'm thankful for it. Yeah, it's good to be alive. Do you ever think about how everything we consume becomes us? I mean, literally becomes us. What you eat, what you watch, what you listen to, the people around you, all of those things become who you are. So if you watch negative things, if you listen to negative things, if you listen to doom and gloom, that's who you're going to become. You're going to feel that. Your body's literally going to become toxic with the negativity. And vice versa, if you surround yourself with uplifting, positive, amazing stories and people and actions, then you're going to become a better person for it. So you have to really, really guard, what do you put in through food or movies or music or whatever. What are you ingesting? Because it literally becomes part of you. It becomes part of your cells, actually. Like, everything about your body absorbs the things around it. So, it's easy to become sick. It's easy to become toxic. It's easy to become fearful or angry. And the herd mentality is strong. If you're around a lot of negativity, you will absorb a lot of it. And you'll probably become negative yourself, because it's very hard to fight against the grain unless you train yourself to do that. Like, ask yourself the kind of exercise that you do, for instance. Like, for myself, I don't know too many people that get up at 4:30 in the morning just to exercise, In fact, most people, as soon as you tell them what you do, they're like, oh, instantly they just start flowing with excuses why they don't do that, and they could never do that, or they tried it, it didn't work for them, or whatever. And it's like, you don't even have to ask them. They just automatically go, oh yeah, I could never do that. I'm not a morning person. I'm not a this and I'm not a that. But imagine if you surrounded yourself with people that got up at 4:30 and worked harder than you did. You'd probably rise to the challenge, And here's a great example. When I lived in LA, I lived all over LA and Hollywood, Burbank, Long Beach. I had a loft in Long Beach. And I'm a photographer, and I shot models, and I shot tons and tons of models. And I surrounded myself with really talented people, other really great photographers that also shot models. And I had a great network of makeup artists and models, of course, stylists. And it's amazing how quickly my skill set started going up. You know, I became a better and better and better photographer, and I was self-taught. I'm self-taught with everything, but I was self-taught with photography, and I would study how other people do it, and I was inspired because other people would be coming up with great concepts and doing new things, and I'd see their lighting, and I'd see, you know, the types of poses models would do, and some of it would be like, oh, okay, that's amazing, but it pushed me in a different direction. You know, I would use it as inspiration. I wouldn't copy. I would just go, oh, that's great, but this is how I would do it, and so I would try something different. But the point is, it elevated my game to a new level. So I became, you know, better and better and better at what I did. Now, the crazy thing is, and this is no offense or slight to people in smaller towns, but I ended up through many series of events after a couple decades in, the Midwest, or the Mid-South, or whatever you want to call it, basically Oklahoma. And Oklahoma's great, and there's a lot of amazing, amazing people and things here. It's definitely, as far as fashion photography or model photography, it's definitely not the same, not even close. The talent pool isn't the same. And again, I'm not trying to offend anybody or be mean, because there's really talented people here as well. But what I am trying to say is the number of them and the skill set isn't quite the same. And so it's crazy, when I came here, I was used to being surrounded by, this extraordinary talent, that were living extraordinary lives, things that you couldn't really do here. All the magazines and everything was over there. The opportunities were there. The fashion shows were there. And then I came here, and it's just a different thing. But I noticed, like the saying, if you put a goldfish in a fish bowl, the goldfish will only grow a certain size. But if you throw that goldfish in the ocean, well, as long as it doesn't get eaten first, it's going to grow to the size of it's going to grow much bigger. You get the point. So, the fish grows to the size of the container it's in. And I think that's the same with us, Surround yourself with people that you want to be like. Surround yourself with people that inspire you and lift you up. And I'm not talking the crazy social media inspiration where you find, influencers, Mr. Beast, I'm not talking about influencers that there's no way you're going to be like them. At least not right now. Maybe someday. And maybe that is who you want to surround yourself with. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're somebody that aspires to be the best of the best of the best, then by all means, go find the best of the best. But what I am trying to say is, try to surround yourself with people who uplift you and ingest things that make you a better human. If you find toxicity in your life, you got to get rid of it. If it's people, if it's people who doubt your dream, if it's people who, seem angsty or angry, you got to get them out of your life. And with social media and the world we live in today, it's so easy to get mired down in negativity and opinions, and everybody's got something to say. And of course, the news feeds off of the negativity, because that's what people keep wanting to see. That's, for whatever reason, people like the negative, people like the doom, people like the bad news. That's I don't know if they necessarily like it, but that's what they gravitate toward, and that's what they click on, and that's what they want to absorb the terrible for whatever reason. And if you want to rise above that yourself, you got to be careful that you don't take part in it. You know, you be the change in your own life. You know, whether you can change the world, I don't know, but you can change the people around you. At least you can influence the people around you. And more importantly, you can influence yourself. Well, hence why I'm here. This is why I'm doing burpees, because this is my new beginning. This is my new religion. This is my path. I'm surrounding myself with goodness, you know, and strength and harmony in my own mind. And my goal and my dream is that somebody would watch it and go, oh, okay, I want to not necessarily be like me. Nobody wants to be like me. But what I'm saying is maybe you pick up on the work ethic. Maybe you pick up on the positivity. Maybe you pick up on the dream, the willing to dream. You know, I don't know. And maybe I'm just one little cog in the wheel. I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me. But what I am saying is, you know, be careful where you put your resources, and be careful what you're taking in, because whatever you take in will come back out. So, something to think about. It's just something I'm thinking about today. And I think about that a lot, honestly. I try to very, very much watch who I surround myself with and what I take in, because it really does influence you, and your influences can be huge. And it depends on where you're at in your life, obviously. If you're very established in your thought process, sometimes it's harder to change that. If you're, you know, young, sometimes you're more impressionable and it's easy to follow or be led. So you just have to be careful. Or not, you know. Like I keep saying, you know, life's all about choices, isn't it? But anyways, I'll get off my soapbox, but I think that's one of the reasons I absolutely love doing this challenge. And I like doing the voiceover as well, because it gives me time to work out some of my thoughts, and they stick with me through the day, you know, and it gives me things to really take in and think, what are the things I really like and want more of in my life, and what are the things that I really don't like and I want less of. It's important to take stock of where you're at, but I think that's why this challenge is so great for me, because it gives me that opportunity. And again, here's the coolest thing about all of this for me is this is all by choice. My channel is all by choice. Obviously, you know, I'm not some influencer. I'm not clearly not making any money. God, wouldn't that be cool? But yeah, no, that's doubtful that will ever happen. But that's not why I'm doing it anyways. In fact, I think that's the crazy thing about YouTube. Like, I literally just started recording my exercises because I wanted to see what do I look like, because I was so damn insecure about my body and I hated where I was at physically. And so I wanted to see what I look like. And I thought, you know what? Make a YouTube channel, dedicate yourself, just keep uploading those stupid things, because it's kind of a way of being publicly accountable. You can desensitize yourself to, you know, other people are going to see you without your shirt on. Like, who gives a crap, you know? Like, I think that's what I really liked about it. And of course, I didn't know anybody on here. I didn't have any followers, so quote unquote. I didn't have, you know, any community. I just started uploading, and that was a big thing also. You know, I didn't want to share it with anybody I knew, because I don't want to feel obligated in front of people I know to show off. I mean, you know, not obligated, but I didn't want to feel like I have to show off or show up or show out. I just wanted this to be me against me. I didn't want to think, oh, that looks terrible, I can't post that because, people will see me in a different light. Or it's like, that's not the point of this at all. The point isn't to show off for anybody or look good for anybody. And so I wanted to make sure there was nobody that was watching my videos that, well, that I knew anyways, that it would matter to me. And slowly but surely, I've made community, and there's lots of really cool people out there, and I have some followers now, and I follow tons of people myself, and I think it's super cool. That's a neat byproduct of all this, that I'm working out, and I know somewhere else in the world there's other people working out also. And so, and at any time during the day, I can check in and see where's everybody else at in their journey. How many days have they done, or what kind of workouts are they doing, or what are they struggling with, or it's pretty therapeutic. I really enjoy that aspect about YouTube. And I can't get that on any other platform. Instagram's cool for, look at this perfect angle or lighting. You just want to see a cool picture. It seems pretty limited. And of course, Facebook is just people complaining about politics nowadays. It gets old. But YouTube, and I know YouTube has all the same things, but YouTube, you can find communities way better than you can anywhere else. It's harder to find community on most of the other social sites. Twitter, I don't even bother with, because it's just a bunch of people talking and wanting to hear themselves talk. I think, I don't know. I've never found a use for Twitter personally. I don't really care about what people think of my opinions, so people usually just want to argue or something like that, or no thanks. But yeah, yeah. I guess that's about all I got for today, guys. Hope you're having a good week. We made it till Wednesday. These weeks go by quick, I'll tell you what. That's okay. I don't mind. It's all good. It's all good. So I'm still here, still alive, and that's the plus. Still being alive, that's the plus. But that's pretty much all I got today. I keep threatening to make a more coherent message, and eventually, you know what? I will do that when I find a little more time and I remember to do it. That's one of my biggest not setbacks. That's a weakness of mine, is I get tons of great ideas, and I can even write them down in my notes, but then I rarely go back to them. I need a system where I write down my notes, go back to the notes, and then take action on the notes. But I don't have that quite yet. So I get lots of great ideas, and then I forget that I had the great idea. Don't ever get old, kids. All right, well, that's all I got for today, guys. If you did watch any of this, if you did listen to any of this, I appreciate you. Yeah, I guess I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, this is Lloyd from Iron Dog Journey, and I'm out of here. See ya.
It's a great start to a beautiful Wednesday. Yeah. You get up, you shake off your demons. You're tired, so what? You know, 4:30 says, get your ass out of bed and go take on the world. And that's what I did. So here we are, guys. One more beautiful day under the sun. Or partly cloudy as it is today. It might rain. But it's a good day. It's a good day. It's hump day. It's Wednesday. Middle of the week. Etc., etc. Go out and do something with yourself, for somebody else. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your life. You're not promised anything but this moment right here. So be thankful. I know I'm thankful. All right, friends. I'm going to go get ready for work and have an amazing day. All right.